Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name is Khalifa Haroon, the Head of Interactive and Innovation at Vodafone Qatar, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing for the Galaxy S4 Mini. So a lot of people have been looking forward to just looking at this phone and seeing what's inside the box, and I'm going to show you. Let's take a look. Alright everyone, so we've got the Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini. Let's just quickly take a look at the box itself. It's exactly like the Samsung Galaxy S4 box in the sense that they've gone with this little wood style to it. You've got the phone on the front. No, this is not the actual size. And then if we take a look, they've also pretty proud of the fact that they've used soy ink again. And of course, if we look in the back, you'll see that they've got, this is the 8GB model. They've got information that it is HSDPA 21.1, HSUPA 5.76, and of course it's also got Super AMOLED screen, 1.5 gigs of RAM. I'm going to talk about the specs later on, but let's just quickly get into this box, right? So let me just quickly peel away the security thing, and then I'm just going to slice that open. Give me a second, guys. And let's just pop that open. So I'm going to put that lid down for a second. As you can see, you are greeted with the Samsung Galaxy S4. And you know, they like to put a lot of stuff on the screen so that you're aware of what you're getting. Let me just lift that up for a second and put it down here. And by the way, it's already feeling quite light. I imagine it's because the battery's not in there. Let me put that little piece of paper to the side. Now, we got this little panel. I'm just going to open up that panel. First thing that we see inside the box is a quick start guide. Of course, the booklets that we're very used to. We've also got a plug. And as you'll notice, there's two things to notice here, right? So first of all, not only is this quite compact, but you get this little adapter that you can put into this. And yeah, then you got like a 3-prong adapter. And I guess you probably don't need to have this open. I'm not sure if you can use a different style adapter or into this charger, but maybe you guys know. Let me know if you know. Let me put that down for a second. And this is the USB cable. Yes, it's micro USB. These are the white headphones. They also give you some extra jelly ear bits. Some are softer, some are harder. One is gray, one is translucent. And of course, they're in different sizes as well, depending on the size of your ear holes. And down here, we've got the battery. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to the side. And I'm going to put this into the phone. If I remove the plastic, all I need to do is grab the edges and remove the back panel. Remove the battery. And then I'm going to put that into the phone. And by the way, you know, actually before I put the battery in, let me just quickly show you. First of all, it says 3G up here. This is where the camera is. This is where you put the micro SD, and this is where you put your SIM card as well. Now, I don't like it when phones have the micro SD card slot underneath the battery, because that means you need to turn off your phone, you need to remove the battery so that you can get access to that SD card slot. So it's a shame that it is under the battery, but I guess for a phone actually this small and this slim, it was a necessity. So let's quickly put that back in again. And before I turn it on, we're going to take a quick look at the phone itself. So let's talk about the specs of the phone before we turn it on. First of all, it's got a 4.3-inch screen, and it's at 256 ppi. Now, just to put things into comparison in terms of screen, this is a 4-inch screen. This is the iPhone next to it, and you can see the difference. It's actually it's much bigger than you think, you know, in terms of difference of space. And of course, you know, the iPhone has a much higher ppi at 320. And then this is what it looks like exactly next to the HTC One. So you can see the big size difference here. The processor is a Snapdragon 400 1.7 GHz dual-core processor. It has 1.5 gigs of RAM, as I explained before. It's actually quite a good amount of RAM. It's got 8 gigs of storage built in, but again, you can put in an SD card and get up to 64 gigs. It supports NFC, Wi-Fi, IR, and Bluetooth 4.0. The system is Android 4.2.2. The camera on the front is 1.9 megapixels. The camera on the back is 8 megapixels, and it also supports full HD video. It's got a 1900 milliamp battery, so it's actually quite big. In terms of size, it's 124.6 millimeters by 61.3 millimeters, and it's 8.9 millimeters thin. Now, if you look at the top of the phone, this is where we've got the headphone jack, we've got the secondary noise cancellation microphone, and then we've also got the IR blaster. On the left side of the phone, we've got the volume switch. On the right side of the phone, we've got the power button. At the bottom of the phone, we've got the microphone as well as the USB port. So when you first buy the phone, you're gonna really appreciate the fact that Samsung covers everything in plastic. So that means the back, the front, the sides, even the little touch buttons over here, have little plastic squares. So let's just peel this off really quickly. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it on. And you guys are gonna see what the boot up animation looks like. So taking a look at the phone, instantly what I want to say is the screen is quite vivid, the speaker is quite loud, and it literally is an S4 mini. It has a lot of the features, including the swiping, the fact that it can actually notice when you're looking at the screen or not. The app suites, that it has as well. It's got loads of features, loads of functionality as well. Of course, it's also got all of that good NFC stuff that's included in the Galaxy S4 too. And so if we scroll around, we can see that you've got Group Play, you've got all of the Google suite of applications, and you've also got quite nicely Islamuna, which is an Islamic application that's built into the phone when you buy it from Vodafone. Let me talk about the actual feeling of the phone itself. Honestly, I prefer the size of this phone over the Galaxy S4 because the S4 just feels too big. Again, let me just compare it to the HTC One only because they're similar in overall size, and I just think that that really feels good to hold in the hand. If I compare it to the iPhone, we'll see that it is actually almost the same in terms of size. But of course, this has the Galaxy S4 Mini has a bigger screen. A lot of people ask me whether I prefer the white or the black version of a phone. Honestly, it doesn't matter what phone it is. I typically prefer the white version. The reason is because, fingerprints, smudges, scratches, they don't show as much on a white phone than as they show on a black phone. So that's why I always go for white. Now, one of the things that I don't like about the phone is the positioning of the power button on the right hand side. And the reason why I don't like that is because typically when I'm holding the phone, I tend to click this by mistake. And yeah, it can be quite annoying, when you're trying to hand someone the phone and you touch that button by mistake. I imagine that this would be a fantastic location for a convenience key, but as for a power button or a sleep awake button, I just don't like it. Do I recommend this phone? Honestly, I think it is a really nice phone. It is a great Android phone. And if you're thinking about, buying an Android phone, but you just don't want to have one of those big giant screens, this is the phone for you. Take a look at it. Don't forget, you can visit www.vodafone.qa to visit our online store and to see the rest of our videos. You can walk into any of our stores. Thank you so much for watching the video. And you have any feedback, any comments, please do leave any comments for me in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you very much.